I'm Ethan Ramirez, and right now I'm in the wilds of Australia. It's been a long day trekking through the outback looking for reptiles and amphibians, and it looks like we finally found our catch of the day. Right here in front of me is a big old blue-tongued skink.
Sadly, we're not in the outbacks of Australia, nor is the skink from Australia. Despite the misleading common name of calling them all blue-tongued skinks, there's quite a few species, not just subspecies, different species of blue-tongues, and they can be found both on Australia and in Indonesian islands. So they cover a big variety of land, and there's a big variety of sizes and patterns and colorations. This is actually an Indonesian species. This is a Merauke blue-tongued skink, or Tiliqua, or Tiliqua evanescens. I made that up.
Yeah, no. We basically butchered about everything that we could have about this little guy's scientific name. Not only were we mispronouncing all the words, but we actually had his taxonomy completely wrong and backwards. The Merauke blue-tongued skink is supposed to be known as Tiliqua evanescens, in which Tiliqua is the species and evanescens is the subspecies added on afterwards. Nice going.
This is an animal that we got with emerald scales. He's not the best with handling. He is a little bit feisty. He's got a lot of spice in him. However, I'd rather him be nice and strong and spicy than sad and depressed and skinny. So we're on the right track at least. Can't pick your eggs. What's the saying? You can't. Something about eggs. I can't remember the saying. This is bothering me. It's right on the
can't pick your
tip
eggs,
of my blue tongue.
Don't pick your eggs.
Don't. Oh no, that's don't put all your eggs in one basket. That's not really good at all.
So yeah, we've got this massive Merauke blue tongue, about 27 inches. So this is a beefy skink. I'm pretty dumbfounded by the size of this guy. It's just, you know, it's easy to throw around, you know, a 2-foot lizard in your mind, but when you actually see something like this thing is beefy. Of course there's bigger lizards out there, but as far as skinks go, this is one of the biggest I've had a chance to interact with. It's also like, a lot of larger lizards, they'll have like a 2-foot tail or whatever, but it'll be like so thin and spindly that it doesn't really count. But skinks do have like really big tails, so it really does add to their size when you look at it. And their body is actually a lot longer than their tail length, which is funny to see. They really are a skink. Blue-tongued skink is a species that's interested me personally for quite a long time. The biggest deal breaker for me with these guys is their price. Blue-tongues tend to be pretty expensive. My understanding of that is it's because they're so difficult to breed. Like, even if you're experienced, it takes a lot of time and effort, and they don't necessarily produce a ton compared to some other lizards, so it's just more work to produce more babies. Needless to say, I find this skink quite tempting. Always wanting one, but saying, you know, kind of throwing it out the window because of the price it's a lot harder to do that when it's like staying with you, with your animals for a limited amount of time, so I'm pretty tempted. What do you guys think? Should it become an emerald scales animal? Do you guys want to buy it? or do I need to seal the deal before he gets listed? Can you outbid Ethan? Can you outbid Ethan? Start an auction right now. This is a live stream video. I love their little hands on skinks. They look so like human-like. It's like you just want to high five it. My commentary is not exactly better than yours. we're just talking about random stuff. Basically, this video, if you can't tell, is just a random video where I'm showing off this awesome skink that I really like and I'm really falling in love with. Might as well include this update. The cage behind me. I said in the video that there was an animal that I had in mind for it. Things didn't end up working out with that animal. There were some complications. And I no longer have that animal. So yeah, this tank became open and it was quickly filled by an emerald scales temporary residence because might as well put the nice space to use. So there's a fun little bearded dragon hanging out in this enclosure right now. He's not too much better than the skink with handling, although you'd be surprised because he's come a long way. One more last little animal update. Here's Vera, the bamboo rat snake that you guys got to meet a couple videos ago. She, if you're wondering, is doing absolutely fantastic. Has already grown considerably since I got her at the Summer Repticon. You can see, you know, almost the size of that skink over there lengthwise. She is officially named now, so a huge thanks to @CatchingMice on Instagram for suggesting the name Vera. I think it fits her very well. There were several other names that came close in my book, but Vera just fitted her pretty nicely just because she is a very beautiful snake. And yeah, this is Vera now. Well, that's about it for this silly little video. We have a big skink.
And I have a terrible Australian accent, and I'll see you in the next video.
Australia.